You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Now, Uconn has their first opening matchup in the NCAA tournament against Jackson State on Saturday. But we got some breaking news from the Huskies before this game even tips. All-American center, forward center, she's been playing the 5 at Uconn, she really a 4. Aaliyah Edwards, who has been out with an injury to the face. She was injured in the Big East tournament, missed the last rounds of that tournament. But she announced, we're expecting her to play. Master Aaliyah Edwards is back, and we know that's a problem for the nation. But on top of that, she decided her future today with the announcement that she would be forgoing that extra year of eligibility, not coming back to Uconn, and taking her talents to the Wnba. Edwards was first team All-Big East. She's had an incredible senior season, 17.8 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, leading Uconn in that category, and 2.1 assists, shooting 59.4% from the field. The 6'3 senior out of Kingston, Ontario, has really shined in her Uconn career since she stepped foot on campus. She's gotten better every year, and she's decided to take her talents to the Wnba. Now, I've seen Edwards ranked as high as 7th in some mock drafts going to the Minnesota Lynx. So, a good opportunity for her. And you think about her skill set and what she brings with her ability to stretch the floor, hit the 3, play down low, body up, finish through contact, be an effective finisher around the rim, crash the glass, pass the ball as well. She can bring it up the floor a little bit. She can dribble it, create off the perimeter, gifted passer, like we mentioned. Edwards blocking shots. She does a lot, man. She's fundamentally sound, high IQ, high intangibles. I think she'll flourish at the WNBA level, to be honest with y'all. I think her best basketball is ahead of her. We've seen her be the other end of this 1-2 punch with Uconn. Her and Paige Beckers have carried this team through an injury-riddled season, and no secret there. We know all the injuries they've had to overcome. Edwards has played out of position, and she's flourished. She's continued to succeed. She's shown toughness, leadership, durability, and more importantly, for the next level, versatility. So, obviously going to be a top 10 draft pick. Gonna be successful in the WNBA. As far as Uconn, I think this really bolsters their chances, though, with Sarah Strong, the number 1 player in the 2024 class, who is considering Uconn, North Carolina, and Duke in her final 3. And this just opens up another spot to where I thought, even playing alongside Aaliyah Edwards, if Sarah Strong committed to Uconn, that she would be slotted in at that 4 spot, with Ice Brady possibly being the backup. But now maybe it's Ice Brady at the 4, and maybe they go small and put Strong at the 5, or maybe they put another big body at the 5. I mean, they're getting a lot of players back from injury. Majority of this senior class, I won't say majority, but a lot of these players that are injured or have decided to come back, other than Nika Mule and Aaliyah Edwards. So UConn's going to reload. If they land Sarah Strong, this is a huge loss, make no mistake. But if they can land Sarah Strong, it will very much so ease in that departure for them in this transition, with Paige Beckers leading the way. But I think this helps them with Sarah Strong. I mean, there's nothing stopping her from coming into stores and playing immediately and having a huge impact on this roster. I think this was the final domino for UConn to land Sarah Strong. I think for Goldman, I think she's headed to UConn. I'm just going off of a gut feeling here. We know that they have been the favorites, though. Many analysts, like myself, have noticed that UConn has been the favorite, it seems like, to land Sarah Strong. And now with Aaliyah Edwards out of the way, there's nothing stopping her from coming in and being that number 1 low post option for UConn next season. So, it could be a blessing and a curse. We'll see. But huge loss. They're going to have to find somebody they gotta find somebody to fill in on that low post. Though, they gotta find somebody to fill in on the block. They need a reliable low block scorer, as Edwards was, a rim protector leading the team in rebounds. They need a big that can crash the glass and be effective. And it may just be a team effort because we've seen Paige Beckers hitting the glass as well, playing the 4 for this group at times. But it'll be interesting to see how Uconn shakes out. Again, they have their first matchup on Saturday against Jackson State, proud HBCU. And we know now Aaliyah Edwards is gone after this season. Now the next domino to fall, will it be Sarah Strong? We're going to have to keep y'all posted on that.